Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
The last U.S. plane takes off from Afghanistan, bringing an end to the 2 decades-long war. Military leaders recap their time in the Middle East.
The family of a Rockford man says he was gunned down by a female friend. Investigators take the suspect into custody. Relatives still have a lot of questions.
Plus, search and rescue crews are deployed after Hurricane Ida sweeps through the South. State Line volunteers explain why they're part of the recovery efforts. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. Only 1 day remains until the deadline to withdraw U.S. troops from Afghanistan.
And after days of holding back details, the Pentagon made a surprise announcement about an hour ago. Griff Jenkins is at the State Department with the latest.
I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the end of the military mission to evacuate American citizens, third country nationals, and vulnerable Afghans.
The Pentagon announcing the last of the U.S. troops have left Afghanistan, effectively ending America's longest war, hours before the president's August 31st deadline.
While the military evacuation is complete, the diplomatic mission to ensure additional U.S. citizens and eligible Afghans who want to leave continues.
Their departure coming despite more violence in Kabul on the final day spent drawing down forces. U.S. officials reporting 5 rocket attacks overnight, 3 landing off the Kabul airfield.
CRAM was able to effect and thwart the attack of one, and the other rocket landed with no effect to the mission or any danger to our personnel.
Pentagon spokesman John Kirby, asked about a separate strike Sunday, said this about reports a U.S. drone targeting an ISIS-K threat killed 10 Afghans, including 7 children.
We are not in a position to dispute it right now.
De-escalation in violence, the backdrop Monday, as Biden officials work to defend the president's decision to leave Afghanistan, ending nearly 20 years at war.
If he had not, his view and the view of many experts and military out there is we would have sent tens of thousands potentially, or thousands at least, more troops back into harm's way.
This is putting Americans in harm's way for decades.
That was Griff Jenkins reporting. The Taliban now says it's in control of Kabul's international airport.
A deadly Thursday morning shootings being blamed on a Rockford woman.
A 43-year-old man was found dead from gunshot wounds at a home on Preston Street. Police say Jamie Whitmore's responsible. The 44-year-old is charged with first-degree murder.
Investigators say Whitmore was the victim's girlfriend.
Rachel Perry spoke with the victim's daughter, and she tells you the family is devastated.
That's right, Mimi and Eric. I sat down with his daughter today at Levings Lake, where she tells me she used to fish with her dad. She says most of their family lives far away and that they don't have much, making the loss of her father that much harder.
We don't really have a lot. I don't understand why she would take it from us.
Whitelease Torres is heartbroken.
Like, when we were little, he would always bring us here, and he would take us fishing right over there.
Her father, Wilfredo Torres, was killed inside his home, and she says the woman charged in his death could never understand what she's taken from their family.
We don't have a lot of close family up here. I just don't understand.
According to police reports, Jamie Whitmore called 911 saying she shot her boyfriend. Whitmore told police the couple fought and she felt threatened, so she shot him twice. An autopsy shows Torres died from a bullet to the heart and another to his back.
If he were mad, he would leave the house, but he would never fight. No. Especially a woman, like.
Whitelease tells me her father always put others first.
You know, he was that guy that saw you had 3 things in your car and would let you go in front of the grocery store. He was a really good dad.
Now, she says, all she's left with is her father's memory.
We used to be pretty close. We always talked about opening up a restaurant where he would make sandwiches and I would sell coffee.
So you like to cook a lot?
Yeah, with my dad.
Whitmore is being held in the Winnebago County Jail. The Torres family has set up a GoFundMe to raise money for their father's funeral services. A link to that will be on mystateline.com. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Rachel. The Rockford man who spent years behind bars for a crime he didn't commit is back in court. Patrick Pursley was convicted of a 1993 murder. He spent over 2 decades in prison maintaining his innocence. Pursley was cleared in February. Now Winnebago County is trying to deny Patrick Pursley's Certificate of Innocence. A judge denied the request Friday. No further court date was given.
Hundreds of thousands of people lose electricity after Hurricane Ida sweeps through Louisiana. President Biden met with FEMA officials and state governors about plans to help impacted areas. The hurricane slammed into Louisiana Sunday and left widespread damage to homes and businesses in its path. Coast Guard teams are conducting overflights along Louisiana's Gulf Coast. At least one person was killed. As crews assess needs in the South, volunteers spring into action.
A group of local Red Cross volunteers packed up and headed to Louisiana this morning. Dylan Saraki caught up with them before they headed out, and Dylan, they tell you they're eager to help.
Yeah, that's right, Eric and Mimi. One Red Cross worker says she enjoys bringing supplies, a friendly smile, and hope to people when they need it most.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to see, but what I'm going to do is go with a big open heart and caring and concern and be there for folks as needed.
Volunteers with the Northwest Illinois chapter of the American Red Cross make their way from the Forest City to Louisiana to support relief efforts for those impacted by Hurricane Ida. The storm has left more than 1 million people without power and caused considerable damage throughout the state.
We're all neighbors, so I'm going down to help my neighbors.
Disaster volunteer Jackie Speciale says this kind of assignment is nothing new to her. She's been working with the Red Cross for nearly a decade and is always prepared to lend a helping hand.
Once you start to see what opportunities there are, you start to feel where you fit into a family you never knew you had.
We have a lot of individuals in the state and the surrounding areas that are trained very well in what we call mass care services, and that's really the initial part where we set up the shelters for individuals to be received. So we have a big team here, and so they get called a lot.
Speciale, along with one other volunteer, are driving in this brand new emergency response vehicle. Monday morning, they filled it to the brim with food, water, cleanup kits, and even some toys to bring to families in the aftermath of the storm.
We give those out a lot on disasters to children that have been, uprooted from their homes and the lives that they've known. And you will be surprised, that small little stuffed animal, the smile that it gives a child, or some ease that it brings them just while we're trying to figure out what their next steps are going to be.
Luther says the Red Cross is always looking for more volunteers. If you're interested in signing up, you can find more information by visiting this story at our website, mystateline.com. Eric?
Thank you, Dylan. Governor J.B. Pritzker sends search, rescue, and recovery help from Illinois to Louisiana. A nearly 50-member crew was deployed today. They're part of the mutual aid box alarm system made up of firefighters from around the state. The team will work alongside local rescuers to assist impacted people and animals. The Mavis first responders will be deployed for 16 days.
Illinois' new indoor mask mandate is now in effect. Governor J.B. Pritzker announced the rule last week. Everyone must wear a face covering regardless of vaccination status. Pritzker says the state is not currently looking at capacity limits or any other lockdown measures. However, that could change if COVID metrics keep getting worse. Illinois health officials say coronavirus-related hospitalizations and ICU bed availability will be used to decide when the indoor mask mandate will be lifted. There are 90 people hospitalized with COVID in our area of Illinois Region 1. That's according to the Illinois Department of Public Health. August 7th, there were 50 patients. 16% of ICU beds are empty. Our area's rolling COVID positivity rate is 6.5%. That's down 0.1% from the day before. Nearly 8% of screenings in Winnebago County are coming back positive. In Boone and Ogle, that number is at least 7.5%.
A local health department's recognized for supporting women and children.
Boone County has received a USDA Gold Loving Support Award of Excellence. Gold is the highest level of the award, which honors agencies that offer breastfeeding peer counselor programs for WIC participants. The goal of these programs is to support and encourage moms on their breastfeeding journeys. To learn more about the award and the health department's program, find this story on mystateline.com.
Schools are back in session across the state line. That means drivers need to be extra aware of children biking and walking to and from school. Traffic deaths overall are up in Winnebago County. Experts say preventing more means slowing down in school zones and avoiding distracted driving. Drivers who don't abide by school zone speed limits face fines. Traffic specialists say if your child is walking or riding a bike to school, you should go over the route together and make sure they're extra aware of their surroundings near the school.
Those might be familiar areas to you and you might feel comfortable, but you need to remember there's still a lot happening around there in terms of cars pulling in and out, buses loading or unloading.
Experts also suggest kids wear bright colors and put down their phones while walking.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Nice little break from some of the humidity we've had here over the last several days. While yes, still warm out there, at least we're not dealing with the 90 triple-digit heat index numbers like we were last week. A live look with the Marcel Skytrack camera out in Freeport looking to the north. Beautiful evening ahead. We've had sun-filled skies, just a few fair weather cumulus clouds kind of popping up to the north of us and to the west this afternoon. That temperature climbing to 83 in Freeport, 85 in Rockford, 87, the warm spot right now in Rochelle, and you're currently at 84 degrees, our temperature in Janesville. That's also what our weather watcher Ben in South Beloit is checking in with. Notice that dew point number down to 52, 85 for Ken in Belvedere, 86 for Bob here on the southeast end of Rockford, and 82 right now for our weather watcher Mike just north of Forston. With those temperatures in the 50s, or I should say dew point temperatures in the 50s, that means another comfortable night ahead. Now we've had high pressure move in behind a cold front that came through yesterday. All the shower thunderstorm activity down to the south lining up along that front. Watching though this disturbance across the high plains because that is going to pass to our west and south later tonight and during the day tomorrow. But our atmosphere stays pretty dry. So other than an increase in cloud cover and maybe a quick shower down to the southwest, things are going to stay fairly dry for Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures, they will warm back into the 80s. One place that is not going to stay dry, we really watch as the tropical depression now, Ida, which was a Category 4 hurricane when it made landfall late yesterday morning, continues to work up now through Mississippi, getting in towards the Tennessee and Kentucky area. You can see a lot of that heavy rain still lifting up here on the north and east end of that low pressure system, or the remnants here of Ida. Look at the rainfall that's come down just within the last 24 hours. You've got rain totaling up around New Orleans here in the southern part of the Gulf of Mexico, up over 10, 11, 12 inches of rain yesterday, and that heavy rain continues to spread to the north and east. All of that, though, does bypass us because we have high pressure moving in. So another 2 to maybe 6 inches of rain coming down once we get into Tennessee, Kentucky, and then eventually out to the northeast. High pressure for us, though, keeps us nice and dry these next several days. Again, outside of an isolated shower that might come down during the afternoon tomorrow. And as early as tomorrow morning, we may see a little more cloud cover as we head through the morning hours and then into the afternoon, mid to late afternoon. Here's a couple of sprinkles that come in. But again, our atmosphere stays pretty dry. High pressure then is quick to build in Tuesday night. Tuesday night, we've got temperatures that'll be back down into the 50s. Wednesday night, actually, could see some low 50s there, so maybe a little bit of a cooler start on our Thursday. Winds will be shifting around to the northeast, so that does keep us fairly dry here straight through the end of the week. 61 degrees, that's where we end for the overnight. We've got a mostly clear sky. We'll start to see some of the cloud cover increase here as we go throughout the day tomorrow. 84 for tomorrow afternoon. A quick shower, especially down to the southwest of us. Our winds, they will stay from the east and from the northeast. Low 80s stay with us as we head towards Wednesday, Thursday, even into Friday. Just a slight chance with a warm front on Friday afternoon, Friday evening for a shower, thunderstorm. Same thing there on Saturday. Temperatures then as we head into Labor Day weekend will stay in the lower 80s. And of course, September 1st is the beginning of meteorological fall. Guys, it looks like we might actually stay on the warmer side of things for that September, October, November time frame. And rainfall too. Well, we've got a couple showers here, at least for the first part of September. We might actually end up fairly dry as we look through the next few months.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lever.
The Fighting Illini are off to a good start under Brett Bielema, putting a win over Nebraska in their back pocket on Saturday. I don't get carried away by opening wins. 2 years ago, the Illini started off 2-0 and still finished with a losing record. But I was at the game Saturday and at Brett Bielema's post-game press conference, and I can tell you there is a different vibe under Bielema down there. Things had gotten stale under Lovie Smith. Bielema brings so much more energy to that program and confidence. The players aren't fools. They know what Bielema did at Wisconsin. They believe in him. Like I said a week ago, he's going to have a harder time winning in Champaign than he had in Madison. And the Illini don't have the Badgers' track record of success. But Bielema knows what it takes to win in this conference. The Illini have some nice players, just not enough of them right now to keep up with the top teams in the Big Ten. As I said a week or so ago, I think a 5-7 record this season for the Illini is realistic. Final roster cuts in the NFL are due by tomorrow afternoon. The Bears would love nothing more than to find a trade partner for Nick Foles. There are teams that would be interested in Foles, if not for his contract. His cap hit the next 2 years comes out to more than $17 million. The Bears can't simply cut him because that would cost them more than it'll cost to keep him. It's a quandary for the Bears because they don't want to carry 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Their best hope is that some other team around the league has a major quarterback injury and soon, so that team comes knocking on the Bears' door for Foles. Lastly, let me give a shout out to White Sox first baseman Jose Abreu, who continues to be the most overlooked star player in Major League Baseball. He now has 101 RBI this season. This is the 6th time in his 8 seasons with the White Sox that he has topped 100. And he would have done it last year, too, if not for the short season. All Abreu does is produce year after year. That kind of consistency is hard to find. Most sluggers are up and down from year to year. Plus, Abreu's a great leader for the Sox. Jose Abreu, you can play on my team anytime. That's my take. We'll be right back.
Things will stay pretty quiet for us as we go through the night tonight. Our first WARN interactive radar. We've got it on the national view as we've got showers and thunderstorms to the south, and then tropical depression Ida as it was quick to weaken there to the south here. All that moisture does stay to our south and east. Down to 61 tonight, 84 for tomorrow, 81 on Wednesday, overnight lows in the 50s.
Thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some of your time with us. Stay safe.